What's up, everybody? It's Titanium Addiction here, and today I do have something pretty special for you. Now, if you follow my Instagram, you may have seen this knife pop up a couple weeks ago, but here it is now in all its glory. So let's take a look here. As you can see by the thumbnail and the box, this is a Hoback knife from Jake Hoback, right here in Priest River, Idaho, as a matter of fact. So, well, not here, I don't live there, but same state. So you get some tools, and then you can pause that if you want to read that. And then this is what it's all about. So let's just go over this real quick. So what we have is a Jake Hoback Husky, and as you can see, this is not a small knife by any means. So what we're looking at here, and that was a sorry flip, I'll show you the real flip later. So we have a 3.75 inch stone washed nitro-v blade. Full titanium handles. Looks like polished on the flats here in anodized blue. This is bronze anodizing on the rest of it. Looks like a raw titanium clip. And they did go so far as to polish and anodize the sides of the lanyard loop there, which I think was pretty good. Now this knife does have a custom pivot. Every screw in this knife is a T8, nothing smaller, so that is a good thing. Especially for something of this size, I don't think T6s would hold quite well. So let's give this little size comparison. So the only thing I really have even close is a Medford Praetorian T. And they kind of look, like you might be able to compare them. But then you look at this. So, the reason for that is pretty much everything on this knife is a 1/4 inch thick. 0.25 blade stock, same with the handles. The back spacer is actually a little bit thicker than a 1/4 inch. Jake said to make adjustments for the internal parts here. But this beefy guy does come in at 11.7 ounces. So it is by no means a light knife. Now, we're going to compare this to something I do like to carry a lot. It's a handy little guy. And one of my favorites is the Aloni Knives Goat. Now, it just has a 3-inch blade and a small handle, so obviously it looks like a baby. And one more size comparison that some people should be fairly familiar with is the Sebenza 21, which is obviously 100 times thinner, but that's how those two compare. So looking at this knife, I'm sure a lot of you will be disappointed that there's no printing, banners, symbols, anything on this blade. In fact, it took me a while to find on this knife where everything actually was, mostly because I don't have perfect eyes. But if you can see that there, that is the only bannering of any sort on this knife that I could see. Now this does have a Hoback rolling detent. It's on pivot thrust bearings. It does have, like I said, T8 screws across the board. And it does also have hardened bearing races, which all those combined for that big beefy blade And it just, actually, for as big as it is, flies out of there pretty good, I think. Now, this flipper tab is kind of large, but I do think this was part of the design. This is basically just a beefed up A10 model that Jake makes also. But this blade will fall on your finger very easy without that flipper tab there. But, you know, I wouldn't recommend this to go backpacking or anything like that. But if, you know, if you're up in the woods, you're camping, you're on the farm doing whatever, and you need a beefy knife that's going to hold up, this would fit the bill absolutely no problem. It has the nitro-v steel, which holds a really good edge for quite a while. But other than that, I mean, for the size of it, it really fits pretty well. I mean, this knife is 9 1/4 inches long, and I don't have huge hands, but it still works with it. So overall, I would really like to get one of these myself. But they are kind of hard to find. There are a few out there. Obviously, big shout out to Northwest Knives. This is on loan from them. It will go back tomorrow. I wish I could keep it, but I'm just not quite ready to pull the trigger on this yet. But that's what we have for you today. I hope you liked what I showed you here. If you own one of these or are interested in anything, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think about it. And I do like to hear from you guys and talk to you. So hit like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for more stuff. I do have a 200 subscriber video giveaway coming up soon. So I'm working on putting a good package together for you guys for that. So keep an eye out there. And until next time, everybody take care. Have a great day.